Hello and welcome to TrojanVision News for January 29th, 2015. I'm Angel Norris.
And I'm Xavier Harris. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy University Student Government Association started this semester with a few empty seats in their Senate. Yesterday, Troy students cast their votes to help fill those vacant seats. Courtney Chandler has a story.
On Wednesday, Troy University students had the opportunity to vote for students to fill vacant offices in the Student Government Association.
So we're having our SGA elections today, and these are our vacancy elections. These are either seats that didn't get filled in the fall or senators that we had that resigned due to personal issues or class issues during the fall semester.
Students came from 8 to 5 to fill vacant seats in dorms and other college departments in the SGA Senate.
We have one at-large seat open. We have 2 seats for the College of Education, 1 for College of Health and Human Services, 1 for Hamill Hall, 1 for Pace Hall, and 1 for Cowart Hall.
Candidates looking to attain vacant positions will have numerous jobs and responsibilities in the SGA and also serve as the voice for the student body here at Troy University.
They will come to SGA meetings, which are held once a week at 6:30 on Tuesdays, and they'll represent the residence hall. So that can be done in a variety of ways, whether it be having a meeting with all their residents and asking them for some problems to be fixed and coming to SGA with resolutions they have that can fix those problems. But essentially, they're just a voice for the people that live in their respective residence halls.
This is only the first of 2 elections held by the SGA for the spring semester.
The next election will be February the 25th, and those will be for the executive offices, so President, Vice President of Legislative Affairs, Vice President of Campus Activities, Clerk, and Secretary.
For students wanting more information about the next SGA election, they can also be informed through the Troy University SGA website or Troy University Student Government Association on Facebook and at Troy SGA on Twitter. This is Courtney Chandler, Troy TrojanVision News.
The new senators will take their seats at the next SGA meeting this Tuesday at 6:30 in Hall of Honor.
Many people associate bingo with the elderly, but that wasn't the case last night. Students played the popular game as part of the Wednesday night UAC activity.
Students went old school last night and showed up for the UAC's bingo event. The UAC's movie night chair told us how they came up with the idea.
We came up with bingo night because we have not had bingo night on campus in a long time, and so we decided to bring it back and throw something at the students that they haven't seen in a long time, and we hope that it would bring out a lot of people.
The bingo participants were very excited about the night. When asked why they came, the answers were across the board.
So I was at Saga and we were bored and someone said, hey, let's go to bingo night.
Because I am in UAC and I came out to support bingo night.
It was referred to me by a friend.
I came out to support the UAC and to play bingo with my friends.
Last night, the UAC shook it up when there was a tie with paper, rock, scissors, and dancing. Students could win anything from a Barnes & Noble gift card to a free movie pass. Here's what students thought about losing and winning.
On this thing? No, I didn't win anything, and I feel like I should have because I had the most spirit. I should have won. No, but I was pretty close.
I did not, unfortunately.
The UAC was very happy with the turnout of students, and they hope to have this event again in the near future.
Next UAC event will be Dollar Movie Night next Wednesday.
Yesterday, the Troy University Students for Life gathered on the main quad to ask students about the controversial topic of abortion.
While enjoying a warm beverage on a cold day, students had the chance to voice their opinion on the topic. Nathaniel Rodriguez has the story.
Troy University Students for Life asked students to partake of hot chocolate and a survey intended to raise awareness of the pro-life cause and gauge the student population's general opinion on the topic of abortion. Students were able to write tally marks for whichever case they believed abortion to be acceptable.
We are giving them the options of always, never, in the case of rape, incest, and when the mother's life is affected, when there's a heartbeat, when the infant has a heartbeat, when the infant has the capacity to feel pain, and when the pregnancy is viable, meaning that the infant can live outside of the womb. So we're just trying to get a feel for what the campus feels about this issue.
In addition to the survey, Students for Life had informational materials for students to look over.
We are giving out kind of self-help books for women that have already experienced the tragedy of abortion, and they basically give them lists of support groups and things that they can do to kind of help get over their loss. And we also give books out that just kind of informational pamphlets that explained the different stages of pregnancy and the pro-life stance, specific stance on when we believe that human life begins.
Students had mixed opinions of the event, ranging from fully supportive to concerned.
I think it's a good way to really gauge what people think. It gets a lot of discussion started. It gets people thinking, and I think a lot of times it's a topic people don't want to think about. And having an event like this oftentimes makes people stop and think about it, and I think that's a good thing.
I don't know if their presentation is exactly how I would do it. It seems rather confrontational to have a whiteboard up there with a bunch of like pot marks on each side. Especially, it seems like it's just an easy way to instigate an argument on the matter. Like if I were doing, I would do it with more slips of paper, a more quiet sort of way of doing it. But I mean, it certainly does get people thinking on the matter.
Nathaniel Rodriguez, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The survey results showed that most popular responses were for abortions to never be made legal at 157 votes, for it to be legal in cases of rape or incest at 84 votes, and for it to be legal when the mother's life is at stake at 49 votes.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. A tougher smoking ordinance goes into effect Sunday in Gadsden. The ordinance prohibits smoking in all enclosed areas of employment in the city. That includes restaurants and bars. It also bans smoking within 20 feet of public entrances to buildings.
A steel processing company has announced that employees in suburban Birmingham could soon be laid off. U.S. Steel announced an adjustment in operations Monday. A company spokeswoman says employees will be informed on or after March 29th.
An Alabama judges group has reversed course and says gay couples may apply for marriage licenses once a hold comes off a federal judge's order that overturned the state's ban on same-sex marriage. The Alabama Probate Judges Association issued new advice after reviewing the judge's clarification order that was issued yesterday.
Still to come on Troy TrojanVision News, the 2015 baseball and softball conference rankings are in. Clay Yeager will tell us more when he joins us in sports.
Plus, there's a measles outbreak. We'll find out more after the break.
The scramble to save one of California's endangered species. I'm Danielle Nottingham in Sonoma County, California. I'll have the story coming up.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try.
Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The 2015 baseball season is almost underway, and the Trojans' first game approaches next month. In the meantime, the 2015 conference standings have been released, and the Trojans are ranked at number 5, while UL Lafayette takes the number 1 spot. Last season, the Trojans finished 6th in the conference with a record of 25-32. Somewhat Freshman of the Year Mark Skinner returns to the team as he led the Trojans in the bullpen. Senior David Hall will join Skinner in the preseason all-conference team as designated hitter. Hall finished the 2014 season with 9 home runs and a .334 average. You can catch the Trojans in their first game against Northwestern State at Riddle Pace Field February 13th. And the softball team also is about to start their season as the preseason polls have been released. The Trojans have been picked to finish 6th in the conference, while UL Lafayette has been picked to finish 1st. Junior Kate Britton returns to the Trojans team as she was named first team All-American in 2013 and 2014. Britton holds a single season in career records in hits, runs scored, stolen bases, and batting average. Junior Sarah Mock will also return to the Trojans squad as she finished last season with 49 strikeouts. Mock also led the Trojans in saves with 3, which tied her for 2nd in the Sun Belt. You can catch the Trojans' first game in Auburn on February 5th. The men's basketball team returns to the court tonight in a matchup televised on ESPN3 against the ULM Warhawks. This will be the second contest between the two teams this season, and the Trojans lost that matchup 63-54. Since the matchup, the Warhawks have played 4 games, giving ULM 2 wins and 2 losses. That makes ULM's overall record 12-8 with a conference record of 6-3, coming at number 4. Troy, on the other hand, has played 4 games since then, giving them 1 win and 3 losses. Troy is number 10 in the conference with a season record of 7-11 and a conference record of 2-7. However, the Trojans are at their own home court tonight, and assistant coach Marcus Grant says they are making adjustments in their scheme for tonight's game.
But the thing that we've experienced is that the last 3 or 4 games, we've been in every game and had an opportunity to win, and just we've faltered down a stretch. So we got to make some corrections and make some adjustments and make sure we don't let that happen in our next game.
Tip-off is set for 7:30 p.m. tonight, and you can catch all the action on ESPN3 as well. And the women's basketball team will play ULM tonight as well. Troy has played the Warhawks previously this season, winning 82-77. ULM has since then gone 2-1-1, giving them a conference record of 4-5. The Warhawks are now number 7 in the conference, while Troy is number 4. The Trojans have gone 2-2 since their last matchup with ULM, and now have a conference record of 6-3 with an overall record of 11-7. The Trojans are at home tonight and are 6-3 on their own home court, while the Warhawks are 2-6 away from home. Even though the Warhawks are an underdog, head coach Shane Ribby says that's what makes them a dangerous team.
They're a very good team. They're a hot team. I think they're the most dangerous team in the Sun Belt Conference right now in that they've won 3 games in a row. They're kind of an underdog. They have a new coach. They were picked last or second to last in the preseason polls. But we almost lost them at their place. They played a great game against us. They gave us a great fight, and then they've won the last 3 in a row. They have a post player that's very good. She's averaging in the last 3 games over 22 points a game and a double-double, over 10 rebounds a game. So it's going to be tough competition for us.
Tip-off is set for 5:15 p.m. tonight in the Trojan Arena. The track and field team will take a break this weekend as they finished up competing in Birmingham last weekend. The Trojans will take time off in preparation for the Middle Tennessee Invitational. This will be the first time Troy competes in the Invitational, and head coach Mark Davis says it's important to get ready for the upcoming meet.
Very, very important. You know, it's a chance for them to recharge and kind of get away from the sport a little bit. I'm giving them a break away from us because, you know, sometimes, you know, coach athlete, we need to have a little bit of separation. So it'll be the first time they've had that for a little while. But I think it's very, very good. If there's any nagging injuries, you know, you can give it a week to rest and not be in that competitive environment to, you know, really tweak anything and make things worse. So
the meet will be in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on February 7th.